Good morning. How's it going? Something to sit up a little bit higher on, like that. And then also, if you have blocks, get a block like this. Come here, Maxwell. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hi, my name is Kelly. Welcome to my studio, and this is Maxwell. Good morning. Good morning. All right, sit. Today's class, we're going to have a nice all-around vinyasa flow, and we'll emphasize shoulders, alignment, and shoulder opening. So let's get started, seated, get comfortable. You can sit on your blanket or you can sit on a block. Here's another option if your knees are good. All right, let me show them, okay? The other option is to place the block on the mat like that and place your feet, ankles on either side of the block, and sit on the block. So the block is long, right? So sitting up tall, shoulders back. All right, let's get started. Inhale and reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Clasp your hands, palms turn up. So when you reach up and start pulling the arms back beside your ears, just stop where it feels natural. And then notice your front ribs. Pull your front ribs in. Right there, abs contracted. Now reach the hands forward, palms facing away from you, and then relax the shoulders down. And then reach up again. So just notice in class today that your reach forward one more time, that when you're in different positions in yoga, it's kind of hard to figure out moving your shoulders away from the ears or up or down whenever you're upside down, for example, in downward dog. But pay attention to that. It's super important. Bring the hands behind, clasp behind your back, fingertips together, and broaden through the chest. Pull the knuckles towards the floor, and then just lightly reach away. We're still warming up, so nothing too intense right here. Unclasp and reach up again. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm and press your upper elbow into the lower elbow and palms together like that, or the back of the hands together. And then try to sweep your hands so one is in front of the other, or your palms are together. Lift the elbows. Notice what's happening to your shoulders there. Nice stretch in the back of the shoulders with those arms combined, twisting. All right, so now twist the arms and reach up. And then let's change and bring the left arm underneath your right. Press your elbow down first, right? And then circle it around. Palms together like that. Pull in your front ribs and reach the elbows up just slightly. Point the elbows forward. Fingertips pointing up. Pull in your front ribs. And sitting up tall. Reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Unwind the arms and reach up again. Let's do that again on the right underneath left. Press the elbows into each other, wind the arms around, and lift. Take another deep breath in, pull in the front ribs. Exhale. Now reach up and stretch overhead. Right, left arm underneath right. Press the elbow down and circle around the arms and lift up. Point the elbows forward. Look at your arms and then focus beyond the arms. And then unwind. And let's come to your hands and your knees. So lifting up. Spread your fingers apart. And just coming into cat pose right here. In cat pose, move the shoulders away from the ears. Press the top of your feet down into the mat. And you can press the fingertips into the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, neutral spine, come down to your forearms. Walk your forearms forward and sink your hips back. So keep the hips high and press into the fingers, puppy dog pose. You can bring your forehead down to the mat or just hover right there. Breathe in and out. So the back of the shoulders now stretching. Reach the arms, palms pressing down. Press your feet down into the floor. Abs in. And now start to lift up, slide your hands in. Tuck your toes and lift up onto your shins and reach your arms up and stretch overhead. One big stretch. Bring the right hand behind the head and give yourself a pat on the back for showing up. Good job. Inhale and reach up, change sides. Opposite hand behind, between the blades as much as you can get it. Feel the tricep stretch right there. Looking forward, chin neutral. Inhale and reach up. And place the hands on the floor again. Walk your hands forward, coming into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, lift up your knees. Hips go up and back. So lengthen the thighs back. Move the chest towards the thighs. Your inner arms turn facing forward. And then press into your fingers. Press into the base of the fingers, which means your knuckles, your thumbs, your index fingers. And then move the shoulders away from the ears. So tendency is to kind of squeeze the shoulders in, but then I want you to move them away from the ears and let the head hang long. Relax the neck. Shift forward into plank. Right there. So in plank pose, kind of like cat, where you're doming, but don't lift so that high. You're just spreading the blades apart, abs contracted. Press into your fingers. Don't overspread the fingers, but see space between the fingers and the thumb and the index finger. Lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg, stretch it out away from you. And shift forward, bring your right foot between your hands, lower your left knee to the mat. And reach the arms up into a low lunge position. Reach up, big stretch. Clasp your hands, palms face up. But then lower the shoulders down. Notice again what happens when you reach the arms up, the front ribs jut out. Pull them in. Abs contracted, shift your hips forward in this lunge position. Breathe in and breathe out. Then bring the hands down to the floor. Press into the floor, lift up, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Separate your feet about hip width. Look back. Again, I'll go over the mantra of downward dog. Inner arms, turning forward. Chest moving towards the thighs. Thighs reaching back. Heels reaching towards the floor. Shift forward into plank. Right there. Press into your fingers. Again, you got a straight line from your head to your heels. So heels over the balls of the feet. Don't lift the hips too high. Lift up, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Lift up your left leg. Inhale up. Keep the hips squared. Now shift forward, step that left foot through, and set your right knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, our Anjaneyasana. Pull in the front ribs as the arms go up overhead. Relax the shoulders down, clasp your hands, palms facing up. Now reach the hands forward. And then hands to the mat. Place your hands on the floor. Lift up, lift that leg, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank, right there. No vinyasa yet. We're just gonna hold plank for a breath or two. Press into the floor so your blades are spread apart. Shoulders down away from the ears. Abs contracted. Lift up, downward facing dog. All right, so let's do that again. Lift up your right leg. Coming to low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Set it between the hands. Set your knee down. And lift up your chest. Keep your arms down this time. But roll the shoulders up and back. Pull in your front ribs. Reach your right hand around. Turn your palm facing away from you, facing back. And then reach with the left hand. Grab the wrist. And then right hand grabs the right at the elbow. And turn your palm up. Look forward. Kind of resist against pulling the arm, palm up. Breathe in. Feeling the shoulder engaged on the right side. Now release that, hands to the mat. Press into the floor, lift up your right foot, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Press into your fingers, separate your feet. Straight body, straight alignment. Heels over the balls of your feet. We're going to get really good at planks. Press into your hands. Lift up, downward facing dog. Left leg, shift it up. Shift forward, step your left foot. Low lunge, knee to the mat. And just lift the chest, don't lift the arms. Reach the hands around. Left hand goes behind, palm facing to the rear. Right hand grabs the wrist, right there. And then left hand grabs right at the wrist. Sorry, that elbow. Body parts, right? So palm facing up, look forward, shift the hips forward, clasp. And kind of pull gently. So you're engaging the arm, but draw the shoulder down. Don't lift it up like that. You want to bring it down and back. Abs in though, once you pull your shoulder back. Good, now release that. Hands to the mat, press into the floor, lift up your foot, downward facing dog. Shift forward, plank. Pause, breathe, separate your feet. Right there, abs in. Press into your fingertips. Breathing in and breathing out. This time we're going to lower to the mat. Shift, lower down all the way. Put the top of your feet on the floor. Floor Salambhasana or locust pose. So bring the hands to beside your hips, palms facing down. Lift the shoulders up. When you press the palms down on the floor, your shoulders externally rotate. If you turn the palms facing up, they internally rotate. Palms facing down, external rotation in this position. Looking forward, lift your legs. Try to bring the hands behind the back, clasp the fingers, reach the knuckles away from you. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Turn your heels in towards each other. And then release. Nicely done. Push into the floor, tuck your toes, lift all the way up, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Right leg forward, right foot forward. Come into high lunge. So stay up on the ball of your foot. And lift up the arms. Reach up overhead. Clasp your fingers, just like we did in the low lunge position. Reaching the palms up, but then lower the shoulders. Pull in the front ribs. Hands come forward. Arms forward. And then reach around. And clasp the hands behind your back. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Broaden through the chest, pull in the front ribs. And just for a moment, unclasp the hands, bring the right hand to your lower back. Reach the left arm up, all the way up, just like we did with the tricep stretch earlier. Pat your back, and maybe you can kind of wiggle that hand, the hands up towards each other, and maybe your fingertips touch. Pull in your front ribs. Breathe. Point your elbows away from each other. Pull in the front ribs. Stretch out that leg behind you, strengthening that leg and stretching the triceps and shoulders. Now, to come out of this, reaching the arms out to the side, turn your palms forward. Good. Bring the hands down to the mat and shift to downward facing dog. Breathe. Shift forward into plank. Salambhasana, our locust pose, lower down to the mat. Put your chin down. Sweep the hands down. Palms facing the floor. Lift up the chest away from the floor, looking forward. Lift your legs. Hands clasp, reaching the knuckles away from you. Lifting up away from the body. Try to clear the floor with the legs. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Retracting the blades and depressing them. Nicely done. Now release, tuck your toes, push into the floor, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Left leg steps forward. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Clasp your hands for a moment, palms up. Get your knee in the front over the ankle and sweep the arms down behind you. Clasp behind the hips, reaching the knuckles, broadening through the chest, looking forward. And then reach the left hand back to the lower back, right hand up and behind. Pat yourself, and then sneak your hands towards each other. If they don't come all the way together, that's okay. Just reach and hold. Point your elbows, reaching the elbows, one each direction, away from each other. Lift up the head, chin neutral, pull in your front ribs. Don't look down. Then unclasp and reach your arms up and then out. Turn your palms forward and then bring the hands down to the mat. Press into the floor, lift up, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Locust pose one more time. Shift all the way down. Bring the hands to your sides, palms facing down, tops of the feet down. Lift up the shoulders away from the floor. Look for hands up. Lift the legs. Clasp your hands. Reach the knuckles. Lift the legs. Maybe you can bring the heels in towards each other. Lift up. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe in. And then release down all the way. Press your hands into the floor and lift up. Downward facing dog. Look forward and bend your knees. Step into your hands. Many steps are just one big step. Forward fold. Then half lift. Exhale, fold. Reach the hands behind your back. Clasp the knuckles, or clasp the hands, knuckles up and away from you, reaching the arms away. Move the shoulders away from the ears. So don't let the shoulders collapse down the back. You're actually engaging the shoulders and moving them back. Straighten the legs, fold over. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Slide the hands down the back of your legs. Inhale and lift up halfway. And then stand all the way up, stretching overhead. Nicely done. Bring the hands to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Coming into chair pose. Sink your hips back. Weight in your heels. Bring your feet close together. If that's uncomfortable, just separate just slightly. Right here, reach your arms up, relax the hands. Now again, remember when you bring the arms up, the front ribs jet out. So pull them in, reach the arms just to where they feel comfortable. Take another breath in, exhale and fold. Lengthen, look forward, step your right leg back, lower your knee. Moon salutation, knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Press into the floor, lift up, downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg. Step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee to the sticky mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders, pull in your front ribs. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Look at your foot, look at the mat, step forward and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Gonna do that 3 more times. Inhale, rise. Warming up the body. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Chair pose. Sink your hips back. Reaching the arms, pulling your front ribs. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Left leg steps back, knee to the mat. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, place the hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Left foot steps forward. Knee to the mat. Inhale, rise. Reach up and around behind you. Hands to the mat, step forward and fold. Half lift, look forward, exhale, fold. Then inhale, stand tall. Flat back as you stand up. All the way up. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. 2 more times. Exhale, pull in your front ribs, fold over. Lengthen, look forward, step back, right leg, lower the knee to the mat. Inhale, reach forward and up and around. Exhale, place the hands on the floor. Press, lift up the left leg, downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Look forward, step your right foot through or beside your thumb, knee to the mat. Inhale, reach. Bring it back and around. Hands to the floor, step forward, fold. Inhale, half lift, look forward, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Press into your feet. 1 more time. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Feet together, chair pose. Reach those arms, pull in your front ribs. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen, look forward, step your left leg back, bring the knee to the mat. Inhale, reach forward and around behind you. Hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifted up. Left foot steps through, knee to the mat. Inhale, reach up and back behind. Step forward, fold. And hold. Relax your shoulders. So let them just kind of hang in your head. Relax his neck. Crown of the head facing the floor. So tap the top of your head and tap the floor. Facing each other. Reach for your big toes. So your feet are hip width apart. Elbows point out and then fold over all the way. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Use the grip of holding your big toes to pull yourself over. Breathing in and breathing out. Take 1 more deep breath in. Straighten the legs more. Inhale. Exhale. Let your feet go. And then lift all the way up and stand tall. Beautiful job. All right. Right arm underneath left arm right here. All right, I'll stay turned to the side so you can see me in profile. Reach your elbows forward just like we did in the beginning. Now you're more warmed up. Maybe this feels a little more comfortable. If you can't get your palms together, that's completely fine. Back of the hands, or maybe you grab your thumb. Just be careful, don't pull on that joint too much. Right there. Sink down into a chair squat. Elbows forward, lift up your right leg, bring it over. Squeeze the legs into each other. Shoulders relaxed intentionally. Maybe you can grab the toes behind the calf. A little volatility or just movement, trying to get your balance. Point your elbows forward, reach the fingers up. Nicely done. Inhaling and exhaling. And lift up, open up your arms, palms facing up. Lift up your right knee, flex your foot, rotate, reach the arms up, and extend the leg forward. Relax the shoulders. So arms are up, pulling the front ribs, lower your leg all the way down, and then sweep the arms down. Let's do the other side. All right. Left arm underneath your right, press that upper elbow down, then reach the arms forward as you sink down into a squat position, front ribs in. Feel your big toes touching. Then lift up your left leg, up and over, and touch down on the other side. Get your balance for a moment. Then press into your foot, abs contracted. Sink your glutes down more, lift your toes. Maybe you can grab around the back of your calf, the ankle. Point your elbows forward, reach the fingers, relax the shoulders. Don't crowd the ears. Nicely done. Now, unwind the arms, reach out, lift up your knee, rotate both directions, extend forward, reach up, pull in your front ribs, relax the shoulders down, then lower down to the floor, arms down. Nicely done. Roll your shoulders back. So elevation, depression, retraction, protraction, right? So lots of movement in the shoulders, and that's important in the different positions that we do in yoga, but also in strength training and any type of physical practice. Having your shoulders positioned well to keep them safe from injury. So pull your shoulders back like that. Look forward. Come into chair pose again. Inhale and reach forward. So pull those front ribs in. Bring your palms together. Let's twist to the right. So just look down and get your elbow to the outside of your leg right there, or right on top, and then sneak that elbow over. Keep your knees side by side. Then look to the side. Draw the shoulder back. Palms together. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the other side. Abs in, protect the lower back. Engaging the core muscles. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands and step back to downward dog. Downward dog, shift forward into plank. Right there. Let's go through a vinyasa, the first one of the class. So shift forward, elbows in. So keep the shoulders back, lower down to the mat. Cobra pose, everyone. Toes to the floor. Pull the shoulders away. Abs in, navel off the floor. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And step your right foot through, warrior one. Set your heel down in the back and reach your arms up from the sides. Lift up. Bring the hands down to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Okay, so you're squaring your body to the front of your mat, knee over your ankle. Press the back foot into the floor, the knife edge side of your foot, the back side. Then reach the hands behind your back. Clasp your hands, square your shoulders forward. So as you reach the knuckles towards the back of your leg. Look forward, pull in your front ribs, knee over your ankle, and now just bow forward. So reaching the chest forward on the inside of your leg, reach the arms away from your back. Keep pressing into your feet firmly, the toes. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Just know where your shoulders are. Right here, they're probably going to crowd towards your ears, but intentionally move them down the back. Reach as you reach the hands up. Creating more mobility in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Try not to lay on that leg in the front. You want to support your body with the legs and the core strength. And now lift all the way up. Nicely done. Unclasp your hands and reach the arms up. Place the hands on the floor. And you can keep your heel on the mat at an angle. And bring the hands on the inside of your foot. Your shoulders are right in alignment with the knee. Just bring your hand behind the foot right there. And then look forward. Lift your heel, the left heel in the back. And shift the hips towards the floor, but keep the lunge high. Look forward. Similar to a lizard pose, but stay up on your hands right here for a moment. All right, so now reach the hand around the other side of your foot, press into the floor, lift your right heel to your glute, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. All right, listen to the cues. Shoulders away from the ears, and your abs are contracted. The key thing is you don't want your shoulders to rotate forward when you come down through the vinyasa. It's basically a push-up. Press into your index fingers and your thumbs. All right, so keep that down. Press into your fingers, the fingertips. Shift, lower, down. And then come into cobra pose or up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift your left leg up, inhale. Step your left foot to your hands. Spin your right heel down. Inhale, reach your arms. Say heel to arch alignment right here. So knee over the ankle. Just get set up, relax the shoulders, bring your hands down. Right there. Pull in the front ribs and press into the back foot. Like you're going to pull your feet in towards each other. Hands behind the back. Clasp your fingers, reach the knuckles, palms together. Get your balance. Knee over ankle. Now, fold forward or hinge forward. Keeping the knee over the ankle in the front, pressing into your feet. Reach the knuckles away from you and move the shoulders away from the ears. It's easy to let those shoulders fall in. Abs in. Breathe in and breathe out. You can dip your head all the way on the inside of that leg. Reaching the arms away, shoulders away from the ears. Good. Now lift up. Unclasp your hands and kind of shake them off. Hands to the floor. Keep your heel down for a moment. Get that nice stretch through the inside of the leg. Hand on the inside, left hand on the inside. Then lift your heel. Stay right here. Bring your left hand behind that heel. Your shoulder is near the knee. So just kind of a little higher lizard pose to start with. Breathe. Good. Now walk your hand on the outside. Press into the floor. Do this with me. Downward facing dog. Let's go through this vinyasa together. If there's any corrections for shoulder position in this and going through this movement, it's important to correct it now. Shift forward right here. So now you're in plank. Before you go anywhere, press into your fingers. Shift forward. Move the shoulders away from the ears. And you're going to bring your chest down. Don't let your shoulders tip forward. Chest down. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So it takes some work to get into the routine of not letting the shoulders tip forward when you're moving in that down position, plank, from plank, or anytime you do push-ups. Good. Now lift your right leg up, inhale, and step your right foot forward. Spin your heel down, warrior two, all the way up, right there. Relax your shoulders. I want you to stay here for a moment and hang out and position your feet. So foot at a slight angle, but it's a heel to heel alignment. So your balance is from that back foot and then pressing into your toes in the front, knee over your ankle. Much more balance when your knee is over your ankle. All right, reach the arms, stretch them out. Look forward for a moment. Feel the firmness of your arms, the straight arms from fingertips to fingertips on one side to the other. Don't forget about your knee in the front. It'll try to tip in. Make sure it's over your ankle right there. Good. Now reach the left hand behind, sneak around. You can just keep it on the lower back or try to grab the thigh on the front over there. So getting that, opening up the shoulder, reach the front capsule of the shoulder, shift the knee forward, and now straighten your forward leg. You can use a block right here, reach forward, and then reach down, triangle pose, and keep that bind if you can. Looking up, straighten the leg, breathe, straight sides. Try to keep this bind, bend your knee. We're gonna move into half moon. So if you have a block, grab your block, slide your foot in, hand on the floor, and lift up and balance. Flex your foot, abs in. Now release the leg, unbind, reach the arm up, stretch out that arm and shoulder. Beautiful job. Now square yourself to the mat by placing your hand down. And you can move the block out of the way so you're even, unless you've got two blocks. So just call this 90-90 standing fold, or kind of like a standing split, but leg is a little more straight in this position right here. That's okay. So look down, look between the thumbs, inhale, and then exhale. Now bend your knee, tap your knee to your calf right there, and then extend the leg up and look forward. Bend your knee, tap your calf, and then extend the leg straight. Stay on your fingertips, knee to calf, and then lift, extend. One more time, knee to calf, and extend. Now we're going to bring that shin down to the floor. Place the knee on the outside of the right heel, and you're just going to gently sit your glutes down to the mat. Keep your ankle at your knee. Extend this left knee, this left leg if you need to. And let's just turn, rotate in a bind. So this, opening the shoulder, the right shoulder, turning to the right. Breathe in, breathe out. So as you turn, pull the leg in, creating more of a bind in the body, and then turn your palm facing away from you and clasp your fingers, pull your elbow back, looking over your shoulder. My hands are clasped right here, by the way. I guess I should have shown you that. Now look forward. Nicely done. Coming out the same way we came in. So press into this lower leg. Press into this foot. Use your hands if you need to. Otherwise, lift up. Hands on the mat. Extend that leg up straight and behind you. Place the foot on the floor. Hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. We're going to go through that vinyasa again very, very slowly. Listen to my cues. Shift forward plank. Press into your fingers, the base of the fingers, the index, the thumb. Straight body. Shoulders away from the ears. Hug the elbows slightly in, pointing toward to the rear. Shift, lower. Don't let your shoulders fall forward. Chest down first, and then all the way. Up dog or cobra. Look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Left leg up. Inhale. Second side, step your left foot to your left thumb. Spin your heel down, warrior two, up and over. And set yourself up. Get your foot on the floor, almost parallel to the back of the mat, maybe just a slight angle. Knee over ankle in the front. You should feel your inner thigh right here. If your inner thigh, if you're not feeling that, you're probably dipping your knee in too much. So open up that leg, right, like that. Reaching your arms forward and back. Reach. Straight arms. Feel the integrity of the shoulders, the upper body, the back of the shoulders, the full length of the arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Knee over ankle, press your feet down into the ground like you're going to pull your feet in towards each other. Now reach the right hand behind. So my palm is facing out, see that? And then I'm going to reach around and try to grab my thigh. If you can't do that, just grab your shirt or your waistline, right? Something, just something, all right? All right, straighten your forward leg. Reach forward. Keep your feet pressing down. And then reach forward, triangle pose with that bind. Straighten your forward leg as much as you can. Don't force anything. Looking side, straight side body. Breathing in and out. Shoulder, open up on that right side, that upper side. All right, try to keep the bind. Bend your knee. Half moon. Slide your foot. Get your balance, lift up, breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Look side, open the shoulder. Now unbind, reach up, rotate your palm out, facing out. Flex your foot, abs in, relax the shoulder away from the ears again. Now look down, place your hand on the floor. You can move your block away, standing split, or a pseudo standing split. Up on your fingertips, abs in. Now bend your knees and tap the calf. And extend the leg, look forward. Knee tap. And extend. Point your toes. And then tap. One more time. Pointing the toes, and then set your foot down gently, your shin down gently, and lean over into that right hip. Sitting in this twisting position. Put your foot flat on the floor, ankle at knee, and then you're going to reach around and grab the leg. Sit up tall. Get both sitting bones on the mat. So this heel, bring it in closer. That just helps a lot. Don't sit on it. Press your foot down. This is your anchor. Then you're pressing this leg down. Don't just let it hang out there. Press it down. Then grab the leg and turn your body to the side or looking over your shoulder. Get my shoulder fixed. All right, look over the shoulder. Breathe. Both glutes on the floor. Extend that right leg out straight if this is uncomfortable for your knees. All right, you want to protect the knees. Yoga is not a one-size-fits-all by any means. I'm here to help you no matter what your experience is with yoga or your ability is. And then, as we did before, you'll clasp your hands, like fingers like this. So the back of my hand facing out, this hand facing in. Pull the leg in and turn. It's creating a little more of a bind. Press that leg down, the right leg down, looking over the shoulder. Good. Now untwist and look forward, coming out. Press into your foot, your shin, lift up, hands on the floor. Standing split, one breath, set your foot down, and we're going to go through a vinyasa one more time together. Downward dog first. Shift forward into plank, right there. Press into your fingers, right? Abs contracted, straight body firmed in. Shift forward, shoulders away from the ears. Draw your elbows in towards the rear. Lower down, chest to the neck, towards the floor. Lift up, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Set your knees down. Coming into child's pose for a moment. Sink your hips back, forehead down. Reach the arms to your sides and turn your palms up. So here your shoulders just kind of roll forward, relaxing the body, the mind. Crease right at the edge of your hairline. That's where I want you to place your forehead down so the back of your neck is straight. All right, place the hands on the floor. Lift up all the way. We're going to come to the mat. And coming into bridge pose. Actually, I take that back. We'll come to bridge pose in just a moment. First, sit up. And lift up your right foot. Place your right foot heel towards the groin, like that. And look forward and sit up tall. And now I just want you to lean forward and grab this foot. If you can't do that, grab your shin, right? Reach the other arm on the inside of the knee. You're pulling this knee towards the shoulder, by the way. Inhale and exhale. So lean in just a little bit. Breathe in. Bring the left hand right here and reach your chest a little bit more towards the thigh. Press this leg down. So this is another shoulder opener pose. It's a bind, so you reach around. So palm facing out as you reach around, and then reach for or touch your back or the side body over there. And then if you can, reach around and clasp your fingers right there. So inhale, look forward, and then exhale. You can round your back right here. You can even let your head come over, hang forward. But move the shoulders down. Away from the ears. Unclasp your hands and lift up. Straighten the right leg, left foot towards the glute right there. And you want to have space between your leg and your foot. Flex your foot, bring the arm on the inside, and then reach for your big toe. Reach your other hand, and if you can't grab that, just grab your shin and hold right here. Look forward. Pull that knee into your shoulder right there. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower your chest just a little bit more. Now turn your left palm out and reaching around, turn your palm. Maybe you can touch your side over there and reach around, clasp your fingers or grab the wrist. Inhale, exhale, fold over. You can round the back over right here. Let your head come forward. Press into your foot. Sitting on both sitting bones. And now lift up, unbind the arms, the hands, legs straight out, and slap them out. Then let's bring the legs out to a wide angle fold. So legs like this, straight, stretching the inner thighs. Press your calves down, right there. Walk your hands forward, arms forward, forms down. Press your calves down to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. 3 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk your hands forward more if you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk your hands in. All right, bring your legs together and let's lower down all the way onto the mat. Reach your arms overhead. Extend your legs out straight. Bring the arms to your sides. Right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg out straight. Reach the right leg up all the way. Pull the leg in. Reach up and grab your big toe or use a strap around the ball of your foot. Reach the left arm to the left and notice your palm. Your palm should be facing up so that your shoulders open. Now bring the leg to the side. Inner thigh. Turn your gaze to the left. Breathe. Press the left calf to the floor. Inner thigh. Hip flexor stretch over there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and lift your leg all the way up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And now we're just going to change hands to the other hand. Bend this knee if you need to, or keep the leg straight. Reach the right arm over to the right. Turn your palm up and lengthen the leg over. Stretching through the lower back, the hip, the outside of the leg. Turn your gaze. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, lifting the leg, bend your knee, and place your right foot on the floor. Changing sides. Left knee in first, extend the right leg out straight. Extend the left leg up straight. Reach behind the hamstring, bring that leg in, calf, bring it in, reach up. Grab your big toe with your yogi fingers. Straighten this leg as much as you can. Pull the leg in. Give that hamstring a gentle stretch. Don't overstretch right there. Reach the right arm over to the right and lower your leg. And as you lower the leg, notice the angle of your foot. So your heel kind of points up, the toes kind of point down, lower down. Keep your hips on the floor. Press the calf down. Look over to the right. Inhale and lift your leg up, 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 and change your grip. You can bend your knee here and go across, or simply keep the leg straight and reach across. Arm over to the other side, stretching through the back here, the hip, the outside of the leg. Reach that opposite leg straight and breathe. So we'll do this stretch. And then we will have Shavasana for 1 minute, for just a moment in time. Good. Now bend your knee and lift up. Bring both knees into your chest. Happy baby. So knees into your chest first, and then feet up. Notice your feet in happy baby. They should be flat to the ceiling. Right? And flex your feet down. Bring the shoulders down, we'll bring the shoulders to the mat, but then bring the knees down to the outside of the shoulders. Feet flat. Lower back on the mat. And then rock from side to side. And then release, bring your legs into your body and place the feet on the floor. Knees rock from side to side, right and left. Do that 4 times. Hands on the floor beside you, palms facing up. So just a moment, try to be still. Reach the right leg to the right corner, left leg to the left corner, left heel to the left corner. Pick your shoulders up and set them down. Press into the top of your hand. Press into the top of your hands, so into the floor like that, and then pull your elbows down and relax the shoulders. Just positioning the shoulders in a more open place, keeping the palms facing up. Your fingers have a natural curvature to them. Back of the head on the mat, chin neutral. Focus in on your breathing, your placement. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fully exhale. Inhale through the nose. And again, fully exhale slowly. Inhaling. A deeper breath, and then exhale. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath of air. Fill the lungs. And then slowly exhale. Nicely done. You can open your eyes and move your fingers. Place your feet on the floor. And then tip your knees over to the side and keep rolling. And push yourself up to a seated position. And let's close class. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Bring your hands together. Edge of the thumbs to the third eye, the mind's eye. In gratitude and in thanks for our practice together. Edge of the hands to the heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Be well. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and let me know if you did this live or did the recording. Thanks a lot. Let me know if I can answer any questions for you, and I'll see you again. Tomorrow is strength day, upper body focus. So we'll continue with our shoulders and upper body. See you later. Bye.